Most times, maturity does not come with age. These are the signs that shows you are matured enough. The first sign of maturity on my list is that you forgive more. There is something about maturity. It teaches you that holding grudges, holding bitterness, holding resentment means you are doing yourself more harm than good. When you're mature, you find it easy to forgive. Like, halas, I've forgiven this person so that I can set myself free, so that my mind can be at peace than holding hatred towards this person. And to be frank, they might not even know you are holding any grudges towards them. So it's better to just let it go for your own peace. So when you forgive more, that is a sign of maturity. The second one on my list is that you respect differences. Now, at this time, age, there are lots of people that has difference in opinion. Even among Muslims, you hear some things like, okay, there is a difference in opinion about this. So maturity makes you understand that just because this person has another answer to this same question does not mean they are wrong. You might be right and they might be right as well. So respecting other people's differences or their opinion shows that you are mature. Another sign of maturity is that you don't force love or likeness. Maturity will make you understand that you can never force someone to like or love you. In fact, some people might like you the first time they set their eye on you, and you don't even have to do anything. You don't have to go to the moon or to the sun or to the mountain just to make them love you. You don't have to keep working hard just to make them love you. They will just love you naturally. So when you're mature, you know that there is no point in forcing love or likeness. I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to work harder. I'm just going to try harder to make this person likes me. It doesn't work like that. So maturity will make you understand that you cannot force love or likeness. Another one is that you accept heartbreaks or heartaches. This doesn't literally mean in terms of relationship. Sometimes you are planning something, you really want this thing, for example, a job, and it didn't work out, or you were sacked, or the thing you've been planning for all your life didn't. It's also a heartbreak. Means you are mature enough to accept heartbreak, and that is also a sign of maturity. The fifth one is you don't judge easily. There are a lot of behind the scenes, just like a movie or just like this video you're watching. There are lots of behind the scenes that you don't even see, things that you don't get to see outside, things that doesn't even get to the world. So whenever you see someone that is doing something, or you see a particular something that is happening, you just don't judge easily, because you know that it might not look exactly the way it presents itself, and you know that it is not good to judge. You're in no position to judge someone. So maturity makes you understand that you can't judge someone easily like that. The next one on my list is that small talks does not excite you anymore. You feel like, or you have this feeling that small talks doesn't excite you anymore. That is also a sign of maturity, because you are past that already. You are more than that already. And that shows that you are mature. The next one is you become more open-minded. You are free to people, to their suggestions, to their opinion. Okay, you're more open-minded. You're not just narrow-minded, like, okay, this is what I will do. This is where I'm going. This is what I plan to do. You try to accept or to entertain other people's suggestion, their opinion, the way they will do their things, and just give it a try. So when you are more open-minded, it means that you are more mature. The next one is that you know that worshiping Allah is better than any other thing. Fine, I don't know if you're the one that goes out a lot, but you know that this time that I want to use to go out, you can equally use it to worship Allah. Like going out, just going out, spending time outside all the time does not really excite you like that. You know that worshiping Allah and doing all these things that are more meaningful in Islam is much more better than all these small things. The next one on my list, you sometimes prefer to be silent than to engage in a nonsense fight. There are sometimes you find yourself in a situation, probably with your friends. Let me just say your friends, right? And you're expected to just pick a fight and exchange words and do all those things, yada, yada, yada. But when you just choose to be silent, that I'm not even entertaining this drama, I'm not even giving this my attention at all, that is a sign that you are mature and you don't have time for any nonsense fight or nonsense arguments. The last one on my list is that your happiness does not depend on other people, but your inner self. Now, when we say inner self and yourself, I think these two are different. When we say yourself and your inner self. When I say your happiness does not depend on other people, but your inner self, sorry, if I had said yourself, probably I would mean yourself, your well-being, your all these things. And I mean, saying inner self, I mean your spirituality. Your happiness does not depend on other people, but your spirituality. How well are you improving in your spiritual life? Are you even improving at all? What have you been doing to increase yourself? What have you been doing to make yourself humble to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? What have you been doing to put yourself, to immerse yourself more in the remembrance of Allah? And if you're able to achieve this thing, even if it is 1%, the Prophet, peace be upon him, said in one hadith, he said, consistency matters a lot. Than you doing just, for instance, you did a charity, you did one big charity at once, and you never do any more charity. That is one. Let's put that aside. And there is another person that is doing a little charity, maybe giving someone a date and water every single day for like a year. Imagine that person getting reward every single day for like a year, and you just did one and you stopped. That person is more better. That's what the Prophet was trying to explain in this hadith. I'm just paraphrasing right now, by the way. Doing consistent charity or deed is better. In fact, it is recommended. Okay, so you keep doing. You know that your happiness lies with your inner self. You know where you are. You know that, okay, I am improving. I am happy. I did this today. I recited my Quran and my Adhkar today. I am happy. That makes you happy more than making your happiness depend on other people. So now that you know the signs of maturity, just take a look at all these tips of mine and work on what you are lacking and also try to become better. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us better Muslims, inshallah. I spoke about you sometimes prefer to be silent than engage in a nonsense fight. Now, speaking of friends, if you have someone or if you have friends and you want to know if these friends are toxic to you or not, you want to know if you should continue this relationship or not, then you have to watch this video, because in this video, I clearly explained the kind of friends to avoid in your life. So let's meet in this video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.